the action. Yeah, ho, we tapping and passing like magic. No, we not asking, we see it, we grabbing. Diamonds, they flashing, go blind when I'm passing. Mask on, I'm clapping, no mask on assassin. Jugging, we snatching, all black is the fashion. We not the same, bro, just look at the fabric.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Kama. We back with another video, man. Hey, man, real quick, man. It's been a while, man. I ain't made a video in over a week. My family been bad on the flu. It's been spread around my household, so been just taking care of the home base before I get jump back on here, man. Fortunately, everybody better now, so I'm back. So let's talk, man. There's a lot of news we missed, of course. We ain't got to speak on that. 54-19 went on the Cowboys. OBJ came and visited. From what I heard, there's a little concern with his medical. I'm not there, so I don't know how real it can be. You know what I'm saying? Or like what part of it is a negotiating tactic. What part of it is he really can't play, and how severe the knee is, because Michael Gallup had his surgery in January and only missed, I think, 3 games in the season, 4 games. OBJ was like a month after that, so he's like 10 games into the rehab process, which isn't significantly far. So, well, it is significantly far. So, I don't know, man. Let it play out, man. But I was a firm believer coming into the season that once Michael Gallup get back in the groove, and we got CeeDee Lamb and the run game, we got our quarterback, the offense would be fine. And the young tight ends and things we got, which it turns out to be true, because since we had our quarterback, the past 6 games we've been number 1 in the league. I didn't foresee us being number 1 in the league with that comeback, but they over exceeded my expectations. But I believe Anthony Brown went down for the season. Everybody that watched me know I'm not a huge fan of Anthony Brown, but I don't wish injury on anybody. It's unfortunate, man. He's proven over the last couple of years, he's proven me wrong, and he's actually been a pretty good player, a pretty good part for us. He struggled a bit, to say the least, the last, I want to say 3 or so weeks. But that's a difficult position to play. So now we insert Kelvin Joseph. We had DaRon Bland, who had 2 interceptions this past week. See, the thing with Kelvin Joseph is, when you see him give things up, he's always in the right position. There's always have to be a great contested catch on him. You know what I'm saying? Even the touchdown he gave against the Colts, it was a great contested catch. He was in great position. Things that is just like, sometimes for me, it's just finishing the play or attacking the ball, so to speak. With Anthony Brown, a lot of times on them deep shots, people would have 1 to 2 steps on them, and sometimes be lucky it's overthrown, sometimes it gets completed. I do believe Kelvin Joseph is a better athlete. I do believe his skill set is overall greater than Anthony Brown. I've been saying that since we drafted him. If Kelvin Joseph can step up, which is a big if, because I'm not saying he's going to hit the ground playing lights out, but if he can step up, I believe this defense actually can take a step further, because he has the type of ability that I don't think, of course somebody's going to try to throw to his side, because anybody not named Trayvon Diggs, you're going to try. But I do believe he has the ability that you're not just going to run past him. You think that he's going to compete at the highest level. We almost had an interception this game. I believe, this might sound crazy, I believe the defense can be better this last few games with Kelvin Joseph over there. We all know he has all the ability in the world. Now it's just his time. And credit to Anthony Brown, once he got that position, he never let it go. He played his ass off, and he gave us all the reasons in the world to keep that young man on the bench. So now he got his full-blown opportunity. I'm interested to see how it goes, man. It is what it is. This is why you draft these guys. It's a 2nd-round draft pick. We have no problem with DaRon Bland coming and filling in that slot position. He's doing a wonderful job that this other young guy played. So, let's see where we go. Jimmy Garoppolo went down. They saying it may not be season injury. It could take like 8 weeks, but 8 weeks is a long time. There's not even 8 weeks left in the season. Your team could be home in 8 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So nothing's guaranteed. But we were 12-5 last year. I'm a little more excited this time of the year for this team than I was last year. Last year, I felt like we were frauds. I didn't feel like the offense was playing to the highest potential. I didn't really feel like this team right here. I feel like we could play Philadelphia and punch them in the mouth and take a victory. I feel like we could play Minnesota, punch them in the mouth. I feel like if we played the San Fran, we could beat the San Fran. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't necessarily feel that way about last year's team because no matter what the stats say, we were stagnant going into the playoffs, man. And the more physical team came in, punched us in the mouth, and we went home. I mean, it's a lot of things that happened that game, whether you want to speak on the penalties or the pressures or the bottom line, we got punched in the mouth. I feel like this offensive line is better than last year. I feel like this offense is better than last year. This defense is damn sure better than last year. This pass rush is better than last year. I just don't see a lot of quarterbacks that have been able to stand back and operate from the pocket against us. And in the playoffs, as much as you need your run game, you need a quarterback that's going to stand back there in key situations and be able to drive your team down the field if they're down 7 with 2 minutes left. And I think that's our biggest advantage to any team in this playoff, that if we're in this situation, you 30-7. Oh yeah, you gonna think about them dogs coming to hunt, man. But I just hit 100,000 views, man. Overall, man, like, it's a proud accomplishment of mine, man. I'm not a fancy guy. I don't have a lot of large production. I'm not huge on Twitter. I don't even follow people on Twitter. I'm just up there. I only got like 24 followers. I just go up there and I just comment on things. Like, I follow a couple of content creators. That ain't crazy. But it's like, man, yeah, man. For me, I didn't see myself getting 100,000 views doing this, but I'm glad. We're gonna keep going up. I'm gonna keep improving, adding improvements to the channel, big improvements to the channel coming soon. I mean, I appreciate everybody that likes, subscribe. Continue to like, subscribe, and share. It's your boy Colin. Salute, we out of here.